about something you've kept doing even when you stopped knowing why. Not a habit, something quieter. Maybe it's how you still make tea the way someone loved it even after they've left. Or maybe it's returning to something that hasn't worked in months. Or perhaps even maybe it's loving someone even without their knowing how much. Some people call it patience, others may call it consistency. But there's something deeper, something we rarely name, and that's where Bhakti lives. Before we begin, a mantra, an invocation, something older than any explanation I can perhaps give. Let's receive it together. Om Bhakti Pradam Cha Sarvam Prakashayatu. May devotion illuminate each corner of existence. Bhakti doesn't look like devotion. Sometimes it looks like waiting, quietly, without proof. There's a story of an old lady named Shabari that comes to mind. She lived in the forest, away from the world, away from any recognition. She was waiting for Lord Rama. She had been told he would come. She didn't know when he would come. She didn't even know if he would come. And yet, every single morning, she prepared. She cleaned the path, she gathered berries, and before offering them, she even tasted each one, just to make sure they were sweet enough. Not because anyone was watching, not because it was required, not even because she was told to do so, but because devotion doesn't measure effort. Years passed, no signs, no confirmation, no reward, just quiet, repeated devotion day by day. Her heart became a vessel refined by time, discipline, and pure love. And maybe that was the point. Not the moment when Rama arrived, but the person she became while she was waiting for him. We often think devotion should lead somewhere, be seen, be acknowledged, be returned. But what if Bhakti is not about the outcome at all? What if it's about who you become when no one is watching? Not as a transaction, I give, therefore I receive, but as a transformation that is quiet, slow, invisible, and yet real. So let me ask you this. Where in your life are you still showing up without knowing if it'll ever be seen? Without any confirmation that it matters? And who are you becoming because of it? Is it in how you love someone who doesn't notice? Or perhaps in a practice you return to, not because of it's working, but because you know walking away would feel like betrayal? Maybe Bhakti isn't about the moment you receive, but who you become while waiting. शायद कुछ इस तरह, ना फल की इच्छा ना समय का हिसाब, ना फल की इच्छा ना समय का हिसाब, बस कर्तव्य सा चलता रहा ये राग. शायद भक्ति वही है कहीं जहां देना ही बन जाता है जवाब. Today, choose one small act of devotion, something you do, not for recognition, not even for outcome, just because it feels true. And then notice not what happens outside, but what shifts within you. Shabari waited, not knowing if Rama would come, and in that not knowing, she became someone who didn't need to. Some might call that faith, others might say living with uncertainty. Maybe Bhakti lives somewhere in between and only makes sense from the inside. Because it isn't always about knowing. Sometimes it is just about continuing anyway. And maybe that's the whole point of Bhakti. Alright then, this is me, Bhavna, signing off, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, allow Bhakti to become your guiding light in whatever you do.